What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we have got the all you need to know guide of the game, which will be coming out in section 2 of this year, The Crew. I decided to do this video because I'm actually really pumped for this game, and I imagine a lot of you don't know or haven't heard about the game, and you probably want some more knowledge about what the game is all about. So the first section, and you know what I'm kind of going to talk about firstly, is what is The Crew. Okay, so what is The Crew? Essentially, it's an open world racing game based across the whole of America. Yes, you heard me, the whole of America. According to the creative director, Julian Gurity, I think is his name, it takes 90 minutes in real life time. This isn't game time, this is real life time to drive from coast to coast in the game. So that's from the east coast to the west coast. Los Angeles to New York takes 90 minutes. Mental. That's mental. You know, we've never seen something like that in a game. Another thing to add is the single player campaign is supposedly jam-packed with 20 hours worth of gameplay, and that is just the single player campaign. That doesn't include any of the side missions, which include you know, driving from the east coast to the west coast. That's a side mission. That's not even a real mission. Keeping in mind I am doing this before the release of the game, so things could change. But as we, you know, as much information we know, so far we know that that is a side mission, not part of the campaign. It could be part of the campaign, but it's also a side mission. Again, the Crew's creative director, Julian Gurity, I think his name, like I just said, has called this game a role-playing racing video game with large-scale multiplayer elements. Now, what I'm thinking is a kind of Need for Speed, Most Wanted, Need for Speed Underground-esque kind of game. I'll go more about that in the video, and kind of the underground features that'll be going in it, and that's why I'm really excited for the game, is because it kind of features a lot of customizable elements which you haven't seen in games previously, and that kind of gets me really pumped for, you know, what they have to offer. So again, kind of finishing off this section, Ivory Coast. Those are the developers of the game, obviously. You guys probably didn't know that. You probably thought Ubisoft are, you know, the developers. That's not the case. It's Ivory Coast, and they are made up of people who've made games such as GTA, Burnout, Need for Speed. I believe Midnight Club was one of them. I could be wrong on that, but they have made some amazing games. You know, Midnight Club is known for being notoriously good with critics. Obviously that game's died now, so that's not really applicable. The earlier Need for Speed games are arguably, well, in my opinion, some of them games were the best games ever made, and arguably the best racing games ever made of all time. Arguably. You know, Burnout, again, Burnout Paradise was my racing game of the generation. So, you know, who knows what they could do? Who knows what they could do? So I'm going to go on to kind of what's so special about, you know, The Crew compared to other racing games. What has it got? What has it one-upped? And yeah, we're probably going to talk about that for the rest of the video. So yeah, what is so special about The Crew? Okay, so what is so special about The Crew? You guys are probably wondering, you know, this is probably what you're wondering about the video. Well, firstly, again, these are all quotes from the creative director. Supposedly, The Crew has the widest range of vehicles in any racing game we have seen up to this date. He has said the classes have included muscle, tuner, and super, as well as an off-road class. So that's pretty interesting. Cars which I can actually confirm and say they're in the game include the Lamborghini Aventador, the Porsche Cayman, the Nissan Skyline, the Ford Mustang. Did I just say the Ford Mustang? I might have just said it. Let me have a quick look. I know there's a couple pickups in the game, that's pretty huge. There's a couple pickups in the game. Like, we've never seen that in many racing games before, unless it's like a dedicated off-road game. We haven't really seen much like pickups in games, you know. So that's pretty huge. You know, I imagine in Super there's a 4GT in the game, which we know about. There's if you guys know what the Dodge Challenger RT is, that's in the game. Multiple rough cars, which is kind of like the customized version of Porsches. They've got the 370Z, the 350Z. I could go on for days. A Camaro. You know, they've got so many cars. And the best thing, this is the thing that I'm most excited for, is all cars have 20 or more customizable parts. Now, I'm not talking just 20, bumpers, lights all together. I'm talking 20 bumpers, 20 lights, 20, I don't know, spoilers. They all have at least 20. That is mind-boggling. We've never seen that in any game. Now, I'm going to talk about the kind of Need for Speed Underground elements. Now, you're going to come up with some footage of Need for Speed Underground and just some of the cars I have created. Imagine this. Imagine you being able to do this to a Lamborghini Gallardo, a Murcielago, as well as a Nissan Skyline, obviously the regular tuners, which everyone loves. Everyone loves the tuner. Imagine being able to do this to a Porsche. Bumpers, Pacific bumpers, not body kits. Each bumper, rear bumper, side bumper, not the whole thing as a whole, not like the wide body kits you'll see in a minute. Each specific bumper, you can change different engine parts to increase performance and handling and acceleration and da-di-da-di-da. There's so many things you can do within this game. This is partially why I'm so excited for it, because it gives you so much kind of options in the game, and especially because the game is so big and it's offering such a big package. It's like I feel like I'm not paying enough for this game. And I know Black Panther, who's another YouTuber, he said this. I feel like this would be one of the only games where I would be feeling as if I'm not paying enough for the game, because it's offering so much in a little one £40 disc. £40, and I know a lot of people are going, oh, £40 is quite a lot. For me, wherever you are, £60, £40, I don't know, 10 million rupees, whatever it is, that's ridiculous, and it's offering a open world which is just huge. It takes 90 minutes to get from one side of the map to another. I can honestly see myself putting in a lot of hours even after I've clocked the campaign. Like, I really can, so yeah, I'm gonna go back to the actual gameplay of the crew now. Another thing, they have announced music stations will be in the game, so it's not going to be kind of just like set soundtracks like you've seen in previous games, like previous Need for Speed games, Burnout games, Midnight Club games. It's going to be radio stations, kind of like we've seen in GTA. So you'll have like a rock station, you'll have like a rap station, you can have like a dubstep station or something like that. They haven't confirmed what types of stations will be in there, but I imagine now, this is all speculation here, that it will be something across those lines. It'll be like a GTA sort of radio station. I can pretty much confirm that. I can easily put some money on it that it will be across those lines. I'll put £1,000 on, that will be based something like that. There'll be like a pop radio station and kind of like that, things like that. As well as that, they're all licensed cars, if you haven't already guessed. I'm really looking forward to the game. What can I say? It's looking really good. So we're going to go on to the final section of this video, and that is when is it coming out and details you should be looking forward to, and hopefully this will the next part will become really useful, and yeah, what do you need to know about the crew in terms of release dates? Okay, so at the recording of this video, we don't actually know the release date, but we do know it's coming in Q2 of this year, which is kind of March, April time, it's kind of good because no games kind of release around that time. Off the top of my head, I know Titanfall's coming out, and I think Watch Dogs coming out then. So it has got some competition, but for racing games, there's really not much competition. The platforms it's been confirmed for are PC, so obviously going to be on PC, or most games are really. PS4 and Xbox One. So from what we've seen so far, and just from our general kind of information we've been given, there's no kind of last gen releases for this. This is only a next gen game. So if you have got a 360 or you've got a PS3, you cannot purchase this game. It's simple as that. The game will only be coming out for next generation consoles. Now, I don't know whether this is just out of release and maybe they're going to release like a port or something. I highly doubt it because it's got the whole of America in. So it would have to be one pretty huge port if they were going to do that. But as far as we know, it's only going to be released for them platforms. The modes are obviously single player and multiplayer. And I know from what we've seen so far, multiplayer and single player are not separate, and you must be online to play this game. This is a direct quote. To play the game, you need to be online. It's an online-only game. It's kind of like World of Warcraft. This is what the creative director, I'm quoting the creative director here. He said it's like World of Warcraft. If you haven't got internet, you can't play the game. It's as simple as that. I imagine it's going to be a problem for many of us because we're all going to have internet connections at the end of the day. But if you are kind of one of those people that doesn't have the internet connection, I think this could be quite a problem for you, because I know when the Xbox One was enforcing the DRM policies, everyone got annoyed about that. I don't really understand why, but people got annoyed about that, you know. So maybe this might annoy you, the fact that you have to be always online to play the game. Personally, it doesn't affect me because I've always got an internet connection. I can't think of the last time that my internet went down for a kind of a day or something. I don't think it's ever gone down for more than 5 minutes. Genuinely. So for me, it's not really a problem. Maybe it is for you where you live. Again, for me, it's not. So yeah, you have to be always online. If you aren't online, then you'll literally get a message saying you can't log into the servers, and you'll just go back to the main menu. That's what the creative director said. That's not me making stuff up. That's what he said. And that's basically all there is, you know, about this game. Again, it's going to be released by Ubisoft, and it's being made by Ivory Tower developers, I guess, and the PEGI rating's 12. That's all the information we've been given so far, and it looks to be a really good game, not gonna lie, with 20 hours worth of jam-packed campaign gameplay, and then you've got 90 minutes just to drive from coast to coast. So I imagine it would take multiple hours just to kind of drive around the whole of America. It looks to be one of the best games we've seen in a long time. Also, may I add before I end the video that there are no loading screens or pauses in the game. It's completely continuous now. That's another thing that people might like or not like. Personally, I think no pauses is a bit stupid, but I think that's a common trend we are finding in you know, the next generation of games. So besides that, there's a tie-in app, as we've seen with kind of like the Need for Speed Network, and no, it's called Overwatch or something, isn't it? From the Need for Speed games. We've also seen it in Battlefield and stuff, and card that you kind of got companion apps, and that's all the information we've been given. So yeah, again guys, if you did enjoy, if you found this video helpful, please hit the like, subscribe. It does help me a lot. It helps my channel grow, and it helps me get exposure. If you could do that, it'd be much appreciated, and I guess I will see you in the next video. Again, like and subscribe, and I will see you later guys. Peace.